Hello everyone. So today let me show you, let me also talk about xrandr. Now I normally use multiple monitors, and in case you have been following my channel, if you are one of those few people who follow my channel, my videos, I'm sure you know that I use a dock. So I use my ThinkPad, which is connected to a dock, which is basically my ThinkPad Gen 2, I guess, USB-C dock. And I have two monitors with me. Now, good thing about Gen 2 dock is that it supports a display uh, port. So I have these two ThinkCenter monitors, which are great. And sometimes I use two monitors along with, of course, my laptop. And whenever I'm working on these two monitors, I, of course, have to make sure that both the monitors work. And at the same time, these two monitors are on the left hand side. So basically, if I have to show you my layout, so this is my monitor number. So imagine this is my monitor number 1. This is my monitor number 2. And I also have, of course, the actual laptop, which is definitely much more smaller than my two monitors. So my laptop is on the right hand side. So basically, when I start my computer in my xinit.rc, let me bring in my xinit.rc as well. So if I show you my xinit.rc, I basically have this these two commands, which is basically these two commands, where I am making sure that my first monitor, which is basically if you run xrandr command, you can take a look at your connected monitors. In this case, I have this DP32 and DP33. DP31 is basically using HDMI port, which I'm not really using, but because there is no HDMI port. Now the thing is that in my script, I have this setup where I'm telling xrandr to, whenever I start my DWM, I'm running this xinit.rc automatically. Basically, I'm telling here that I want this DP3. So this is my DP-3-3, and this is my DP3-2. So this is my second monitor and third monitor, and I'm basically making sure that my second monitor is on the left hand side of my laptop, and my third monitor is on the left hand side of my second monitor. So this is something that I can manage it like this, and this works really nicely. And also there is a script which I run literally every minute, and that script will take care of detaching these or basically disabling these monitors when I'm not connected to the dock. So basically, if I look at or if I show you this particular script here, what I'm doing is I'm basically looking at so basically I've defined variables for my monitor number 1, 2, and 3. Monitor number 1 is only in use whenever I connect to my HDMI, which is my other desktop. But either I use one monitor or I use these two monitors. But in this script, whenever there is no monitor, I am simply this script is something that I have to modify because I have to change the variable. But I have to make sure that whenever there is no monitor, I'm turning it off. And whenever there is a monitor, I'm just running those commands which I showed you earlier again. Now, this is something that I wanted to talk about, number 1. Number 2, using xrandr, you can also rotate your monitor, the orientation of your monitor. So let me show you. So what you need to do, and by the way, you can always do something like this by, if you want to read the documentation, you can look at the documentation, and if you want to learn how to rotate. So basically, sometimes if I'm writing code and I need like a vertical monitor, I can rotate my monitor, and I can then look at the command, which I don't really do, to be honest. But if possible, wherever, sometimes I do need to do it. And where is the command? So I'm trying to show you the rotate. Okay, next. Okay, perfect. So basically you need to pass here either left or right or inverted or normal. So basically the same command which I showed you earlier. If you pass in something like this, rotate, and if you type in here normal, it will be normal. If you type in here left, it will rotate on the left or right. And you can just rotate it and try if it works. I mean, it will definitely work, but what I wanted to talk about is that you can always configure your scripts to set up your monitor orientation, whether it is on left or right or left of left, and along with the rotation in just one go. I mean, using these commands, and it is very, very convenient. And yeah, that is it. That is all I wanted to talk about in this video. Small, simple, short video, but I thought I'll probably share it because you may want to do it. I'm sure a lot of you are using multiple monitors, and it can be a pain, to be honest. I know when you're using Windows and Mac, you can do it very easily, but you don't have to, because when you have these scripts, you can actually customize the way you want your computer to work. All right, that is it. That is it for today. Bye bye.